Yes. Let me ask you the back question again. Like, what purpose we were using the Jenkins? Is, is anyone talk on it?
Yeah, we are using means like generalize and say we are using for Jenkins for CI/CD
Like,
automation.
for example, go with the example. Like, what purposes?
Okay, yeah. So we are using the actually I'm using Jenkins for the like Kubernetes deployment, which we are using, like which we are using the EKS, where we're going to deploy the my project. I'm using Jenkins for the CI/CD. So, how we can start is with I'll start with the SCM where my developer will upload the code. From there, I'll take the application and I'll make it as a Artifactory, which is like we're using Java project, which is jar file, and from there I'm converting I'm writing a Docker file. I'm building the image. I'm pushing image to ECR. Like from there I'm connecting with the EKS and I'm deploying my project using CI/CD. I mean,
Yeah.
like CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins.
Okay. So main purpose of you mean to say Jenkins. So with your answer, right, we can guess that complete your environment was KTS or something. We will get to know in which
Right.
environment you are running. As you told, it will be the purely on the KTS.
Okay.
So you remember, right? We did for VM's deployment also, right? Like
Yes.
we
Yes.
copied the files from Jenkins to S3, S3 to target server. We did, right? Something copying the
Right.
SSH kind of comments code.
Right.
So as simple as Jenkins, we can use for multiple purposes. I don't want to log into any server. Like I not only log into server, I don't want to. I wanted to stop EC2 also from Jenkins itself with AWS CLI or something like kind of based upon the anything automation. You if you are running a command, don't give the command in the server. Give that command as a kind of item, pipeline job or freestyle job or what kind of job. Then trigger that job whenever you need it based upon the parameters you want to change something like we can do a lot of automation like when I say automation like for example creating the infrastructure you can do from the Jenkins itself deployment like I want to see whether pods are running stopping services like all those automation you can run from the Jenkins. So which applications we have deployed let's say you know already the majority context, what to ask, what not, like something kind of keywords. When I say application, my objective was I'll take right now we have deployed HTML code, but in the interviews that HTML code I had given a flow to you guys, like to understand next time context if I bring the new topic. That was the basic keywords you need, how the HTML works with that flow. But in the interviews, they expect you at least like Java, mandatory Java, not the Java code, you shouldn't have it. You should have deployed Java one application at least. Not only there, in the environments also, I have seen majority people will be using the Java. So my objective was to bring the Java application CI/CD with the Kubernetes with the VMs. That was my model. Earlier, we deployed directly into the shopping cart where from internet. Now we will build the total setup with the Jenkins. Whatever like say infrastructure deployment, I'll prepare that kind of setup to deploy the Java. That is what my objective. Now, we did write like along with you is like something HTML code we deployed it. Now you know the structure, what to be asked, what not to. With that, right? When I say application, what kind of question you can ask me back?
So
Someone,
first application.
yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
first question we're going to ask what kind of application, what is the behind language? Means, for example, it's a Java application or it's a static application.
Yeah, very good. Language is the Java.
Yeah,
Next.
yeah. So where is the code? You're going like what is the repo? name or what is the repo URL or whatever it is.
Okay. I'll take some internet code. We will use that internet code to deploy. Okay. We will take from internet code and then we will convert that internet code into to our monolithic to microservices also. I'll take some internet code.
Okay.
Some, I don't know whether which one works. Job. I'll take this code only. Yeah, I'll take this code. By seeing this code, are they using container something kind of architecture? Can you guess it?
No. No.
If you see container technology, what files will be there here? Extra files, for example.
Docker file.
Docker file. And if they're using Jenkins kind of automation, right? You will have one more file, right?
Jenkins files.
Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins file.
Exactly. That's what you need to when you see the repo, you should know that, oh, this is the purpose. This is how the environment has been built. Exactly. I'll take this code, okay? I'll take this code, I'll push into my repo. There we will play little game, okay? Little game in the sense the all our here is the code next.
What are the dependencies? Application
example-
dependencies like Java. We need to install.
Yeah, obviously when you say Java, yes, we need to install exactly. Yeah, Java we need to install. Very good. Next.
If we have already automation server, we use it the same for the keeping this.
Yeah, we will.
Like-
Yes, we will
Yeah.
use the Jenkins automation server. Next.
Dependencies in the sense,
Sorry.
I mean, the application is connecting to which any other any other third parties.
Yeah, this question. This will bring you a lot like
Yeah.
very wide discussion. Like one of the Java version, you should ask the developer. Very simple. I'll tell you. Okay, just follow this thought. Before coming to you, application has been tested many times by one guy, developer. He could have tested in his local and any error, he knows it, like not the infrastructure error. You don't know connection refused and all majority timeout and all. Any application related error, they'll help you. You should ask them all these dependencies, everything. So you should ask, will it connect to DB? If yes, which type of DB? MySQL, this thing like the Postgres, Oracle, which DB? Does it need any AWS services? Because sometimes, right, let's say, for example, if this service is an Naukri application, if same you think it, you have to tell now, you are already the AWS guy. If this application is using kind of Naukri application, they will use one AWS services for some purposes. You have to tell.
RDBs for the storage for
Yeah, RDS they'll use, yes, to store whatever you are entering right in the page. Then in the Naukri, what do you upload?
Resume.
What do you guys upload?
Resumes.
Where it will store? Which one is
S3.
good to store in AWS?
S3.
S3, like that. Exactly, like that S3. So now, based upon the application, whenever they design, right, they will think that, oh, for this purpose, I wanted to use. It's not your job to decide. As a cloud guy, as a DevOps guy, I am not the one. We never come. I can suggest them if they wanted. I can suggest, like, for example, if I will ask them, are you guys are storing any static assets? Are you guys are storing? You can ask them, but you are not the one choosing the which services to go. Completely already internal, like right? You are very good in which one? Kubernetes architecture, nodes, pods, VPC architecture, Route 53, load balancer. You are that architect. You are the system architect. You are not the guy, application architect guy. You are not the application guy. So it's been already discussed. You should ask them like what and all services it need. You are the guy is the provisioner. You are not the one who is choosing it. So you should ask as many as questions. One easy question you can ask. Do you have architecture diagram? In the architecture diagram, majority services, one of the like the internal teams, the developer, the architect, they'll discuss it. They'll give the one architecture diagram, complete architecture diagram. According to that, you have to write your Terraform code, your CI/CD will come like that. Multiple environments you will be creating it. All those will come. This is the one of the most important question, dependencies. S3, SQS, SNS, what services RDS, like deployment we will see. That you can ask it like what I'm going to do first time, I'll deploy into the VM, then I will convert into the KTS microservices. That is for our class. But in the real time, right, they will dedicatedly look for either VMs or Kubernetes. That is also you can ask it where you want me to deploy. Like if you are the new
And port number also, right?
yeah, port number. Yes, that's where I'm coming it. That's where I'm coming it now.
Okay.
If you say like this and all you need, any thoughts you want to ask on it? This is one of the good question you should ask it. Does it need to connect? If you get this kind of diagram, na, you will get in a very good flow. Like for example, let's go to my architecture. AWS. For example, okay. Please bear with me. I'm not playing it. This is the good place to refer some company's architecture diagram. For example, let's go here, language. Oh my God, this is the speaking language. Show industry. Every company, right? They'll come in and they'll explain here. For example, let's go here, travel. Airlines. Very simple, which known, these are all the core companies. Like some companies names also we never could have been heard. There are such kind of companies, sir. Yeah, you could have known this guy, famous guy, na? Expedia. I'm not playing it, just I'll drag it. Expedia, you know, right? The travel agent guy. You will get like this, yeah. You see here? You will get like this services here very clearly. And they'll give the arrow marks also. The architect will not, they'll do it. Now you see, right? By seeing it, you know, now for application, developer will come with this requirement. I need ECS equal to EKS. This is equal to this is AWS container solution equal to the EKS only. If you know EKS, this is similar to the ECS. Here, like Kubernetes outside people, right? AWS has invented their own container technology that is here. This is like, you know already, which is the guy. Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes, database.
RDS. And this is like equal to the EC2 on the fly, it will come. This is like SQS, messages will be coming here and S3. This guy will explain you, like developer will explain it like this. They'll give kind of architecture diagram, you have to design it. In same way, that is a good question. What dependency services you should ask it. Now let's go back. Let's close all this. So they'll give the architecture diagram. You should ask it. That's what your job. Do you have an architecture diagram? When you join new project, always ask this kind of question. Do you have architect? And if you don't have architecture diagram, you are in a black hole. Someday the issue will come. Somewhere you have to troubleshoot handle. Like you are in a black hole thought of, you don't have much thoughts on how to troubleshoot further. So if you have architecture diagram, you know like what are the dependencies. This is a good question you should ask always. Yeah. Good. Two things. Before you, the deployment design has been design already been agreed by the dev guy and he knows it more about the context. You are the provisioner, you are the implementer of the environment system guy. Cool. With that, I know the language Java, some dependencies that we will see with the application because it's not we are designing it, it is some internet application I took it. And Java code. Let me ask you, already know it. Where did we deploy?
We deploy in EKS. HTML, okay, we deploy in VM, EC2
We deployed
or
in,
S3.
we deployed in the Kubernetes also, right?
Yeah, we can S3, VM or EKS, any
Okay. Who is running HTML code? It was the first day onwards I was taking that guy. Where did you deploy HTML?
Nginx or Apache.
Yeah, that is the what they had to tell that exactly first. So where did we deploy in the sense? We deployed into the Nginx or Apache.
Got it.
That's what, right? You deployed Apache or Nginx.
Right.
You are running on the VM. Same one you are running on where? In the Kubernetes also, right? You are
Right.
running everywhere. Now, in which folder you deployed? Where?
/var/uploading/
Something in this location, right? In this location you deployed. Now which language I'm going? Because this is
Java.
where in the interview they'll expect you.
Tomcat.
Start dot Java.
Java or
Java
Var.
code you cannot deploy on Nginx or Apache. You cannot deploy. It won't work. You need special servers for this. Special. And one more, you cannot deploy like HTML, right? You are deploying HTML files right here. You cannot deploy this one directly. You need some kind of servers. Tomcat. There are in the market, many are there, but at least in the interview, you should have it. This guy, Tomcat. Tomcat. And one more, Spring Server. Spring Server. If they're using, you will get to know if you are working on the Java code, Spring Server something, you'll get to know. And one more, the path, that path will change based upon, it's not like static and all. Wherever you need to install mandatory this guy. Like Apache you install, right? M install. This also you can install M install or zip, like something you can extract, you can keep it one place. I'll prefer in this place /opt/tomcat. I'll prefer it here. I'll deploy it in this place. We're going end-to-end setup, okay? Already whatever you did. Very important here. If they give developer Java code, you cannot deploy that directly into the Tomcat. You cannot deploy Java code. Like HTML, you are able to deploy. But yeah, Java code, we can't deploy directly to Tomcat. Tomcat won't understand Java code. Nginx Apache understood directly HTML. But Java, they cannot understand. This guy also cannot understand directly if you give. You need to make this Java code as a package. Package. Like var, jar, something like this packages you need to make. These packages we need to give to this guy. Developer job is to, till he will do this and all, we need to take care. This responsibility. Whenever you get a Java code, you need to convert that Java code into a kind of package. That package you need to upload into some Artifactory. From there, you need to deploy it. That is what you have to follow if you get the Java code. Now, here you see, right? Let's say here. Developer, what you do, he'll put a kind of code only like this. Like this, he will give it. You should have a knowledge. You see, right, what I was telling here.
Package.
What kind of package to here also we did, if you remember package, here also we did package. If you remember.
Zip
We did a zip. Why did we do? Because of this person
version.
for this purpose. I want to make like I want to roll back something, right? In Kubernetes also we used to do now versioning. By
Right.
what is that keyword called in Kubernetes? I want to keep working image, not working image. I want to roll back to the specific image. Tag, right? Tag.
Yeah, tag.
Docker image tag. So
Right.
here also we will make a package.
Tag.
Here zip package we went, but here you cannot go with the zip package specific. They follow specific format only. Then only it will understand it. Otherwise Java will not work. I make a total Java code into zip. I will deploy to the Tomcat. It won't work. You need to follow. That is the standard, de facto standard. You have to follow that standard. Now, how do I make a package? Before coming to your application, right? Who does this thing? This thing.
Developer.
Developers, what they do, they'll choose some kind of framework packages. Framework, developer only will choose it. There are the frameworks are there. Maven. They'll follow the same model. Gradle, and something like this. They'll follow some. Majority one use Maven. Majority. Like I have seen like if I ask you like the Java projects, what I have seen it like 70% to 80 I have seen Maven they'll go like something. They'll choose framework. Developer only will choose it in his local laptop. What kind of project? Whenever they create a Java code, right? They'll go with anyone. When they go with Maven, right? You will get one file, mandatory file called pom.xml in the code. Pom.xml. Now you see right here.
Yes, there.
Which code it is, which framework they went, you can choose.
Maven.
If you go with the right, you will have a Gradle file. Same here, Gradle property, something will be there. For Ant, something called build.xml. This is developer job, only majority developer will take care. That it's not your job. Any error, any inputs you need, you ask the developer. He will help you. Those are the guys knows it more about this. If I want to convert this same code into the containerized, you need one guy na here.
Dockerfile.
Whose job? Developer or DevOps job?
Our job. Or maybe they'll.
At least you should tell them like how to write a Docker file, or you have to write it. That's what your job now. This and all
Right.
developer will take care. This total setup developer will take care. Now, according to this application, right? This application, you cannot build directly this as a jar or var. You need a one tool called, because they are using which one? Maven. You need to have a one kind of command called MVN. MVN will come with Maven tool. You need to run a command called like this, Maven clean something kind of package. Like this command you need to run. Maven clean package, something you need to run. Where you need to run? Along with the code. Wherever you have the Java code, right? You will have a file called, one of the file called what file? If you remember, pom.xml. In this place, you need to bring this code. In this code, you need to run kind of command. Sometimes they'll tell you like some extra arguments also. D, some test cases, -d. Who will give you this command? You need to ask the developer. Hey, I know this command. Before coming to the code, I'm repeating again. Who tested well?
Developer.
He could have also built this command in his local. In their local, they'll build. They'll make a package in their local. They'll test everything. Then they will push the code into SCM. So they tested already in their local. Now, you will have some question. In the local, you cannot access S3. You cannot access SQS. You cannot access something. What they do, they'll configure in their local access key, secret key, one of the test environment. They will configure their code to work from local to AWS also. They can configure it. Now, one more question. They want to connect to the RDS. What they do in their laptop, they will set up MySQL. They will do all these things. They'll set it up. Otherwise, they can directly connect to the one of the dev environment RDS also. That will be accessed within the VP or within VPN. They will connect to their total setup. So what I was telling, this command, some arguments you need to ask the developer. Hey, I'm running this command. Or they will only give, if it is a very good guy, right? The developer, he will give the total complete documentation for us. Along with the, if you go here, right? You see here, you see this is the code. They gave this setup. They'll give the like readme note, readme.md. I have seen the people download something. You see, right? They're telling you to run a command, ambient package, copy the generated var to the Tomcat. They'll give the step by step like this, everything. Now, you should know that whenever you say the Java to run somewhere, we need one of the server, Tomcat, blah, blah, something, where you need a Tomcat server, and we copy this var file. Before getting the var, you need to run these kind of commands. Docker build. Which file it will look? Which file do we need for Docker build command?
.jar.
You guys listening my question, right? Docker build. What file do you need?
Docker file,
Okay.
Jenkins pipeline,
Jenkins file.
Jenkins file,
kubectl,
kubeconfig, sorry, YAMLs,
YAMLs. Obviously, kubeconfig plus YAMLs you need. Terraform.
Yeah.
Terraform.
.tf.
Same way, whenever I running maven command, maven will, in that folder, right, this command by default will scan for this file, pom.xml. Linking one POM to another POM, developer will take care. There will be sometimes they may ask you like in the interview, hey, sometimes developer, I want to link for one POM to another POM. That is developer job. You can say that majority task developer has taken. My job is to take care on the CI/CD part, this part. Now, what things you need to know at least? Maven will scan for this file. You should know that. Without this file, you cannot build the var. You cannot build a var jar something. What you need to know, at least some keywords you should know. From this file, go open this file. You should know that what kind of package they're making. You see here, what kind of package they're making here. Here. If developer gives a code, if ask you to deploy it something somewhere, like for example, let me take one more. Example, okay. For example, I'm going here, one repo, let's see, for example. Oh my God, let's go here. Let's go. You think it like this is the Java code, okay? This is the Java code. If they had given you the Java code, which file is missing here?
Pom.xml.
Here you see, right? Here is the Java code is there inside, like they'll create a very good, yeah, very good. Pom.xml is missing. Now, if the developer give you this code, make a build, you should ask it, which framework, which tool I need to use to build this code. That is what your job, you need to ask them. You cannot take your decision. You don't follow like in the kind of YouTube something, you don't follow it. Developer will have some context because he already developed it. Maybe he couldn't push it, the code. Maybe he missed updating the code into the repo. Mistakenly could have told you. Now you need to ask them, hey, can you, like, I have an example like this. We will follow something like this. What tool do you want me to use to build? That is the one. Now, very important is language, Java. Second, build tool. There are many in the market. Gradle, all follow the same rule. This will scan for this file automatically. And they will define here what kind of package, dependencies, everything they will define. Build.xml same. They'll follow like the var pair, var jar, what do want to dependencies, the developer will take it. When you run this command, automatically it will scan for these files. It will scan for this file. From that file, it will do everything. For this repo, you have seen pom.xml. So what is the build tool? Maven. So you need to run a command called mvn. There are commands, maven package, or I want to clear the folder local, maven clean package, something. So what language we are doing right now? Java. So this total code will be converted after, you will get a kind of var. No. So you already know this context. I don't want to run this command. I want to give this command to one guy. To whom this command you need to run repeatedly. To whom you will be giving this command? You know one tool, right?
Jenkins.
I will give it to Jenkins. Run this command in Jenkins. In the Jenkins, what do you create? You will create a one job, or what is that guy? Pipeline. In the pipeline, you will run this command somewhere, mvn clean package. You need to install one tool in that Jenkins now. You need to install one command in the Jenkins. You have that command in the screen. Now let me tell you, you already did it. Docker build, AWS kube config up, get config, blah, blah, whatever. AWS and one more kubectl, Helm. All this you install in one. You have installed somewhere, right? Where did you install? When we were doing with the
Automation,
sorry?
automation server.
Exactly, automation server. Now I have one command. I have some commands. I need to install also, right? This command I need to install, right? In the
Right.
Jenkins. Very good. Install Maven Jenkins. Now you will get a WAR file. Please, this is if you are able to understand this concept, right? You know already the you will get to know like mindset of how the environment works. That's what I'm struggling to bring you the keywords here. You will get a WAR file. You know already this flow. Let me tell you already. Jenkins. You will get the UI here. Jenkins UI. Okay. Now Jenkins software is running here. Because of that only we are accessing, right? With what user? Jenkins user. Okay. This you already know it. Now, if you remember, in this path, it is been installed. Jenkins where lib Jenkins. Here you will get some kind of folders, workspace, the pipeline folder. You will get it. Here you will get one folder. In that folder. So when you create a job or pipeline, you will give SEM URL. With the protocol, the Jenkins will bring everything code right here. Here everything code will come. Like that, for this project, right, you will get total Java code. You will get the Java code. Along with the code, Java code, what is the important file? One file.
Form.x.
Exactly. Form.xml. You will get it. Now, when you make this, you need to run one command here. Here, you need to run one command in this place.
Maven.
Something that developer only will tell you what command, what arguments, what to be passed, what to be skipped. But in the interview, normal basic command, mvn clean package, we run it. Clean the workspace, clean it here, then rebuild the package. Rebuild the package. This is the command. Now I want to go with the directly like this. Also you can follow mvn package. Also you can do. Sometimes you will get an error already exist. Something I cannot do it. Clean what it does. It will clear the some temporary content. It will rebuild again. mvn. It's one command you can run it. Now you need to install mvn on top of where. Please observe. This is very important. We need to install Maven on Jenkins. Now you will get a WAR file. After you running, you will get a one WAR file. You will get one folder called target. Automatically one folder will come, target folder. The Jenkins will create you with a start at WAR. Now this WAR you will upload into the, we will upload with AWS S3 or something. We will upload into the Artifactory. You already did it. These steps, please. You have to tell me. S3. Because we are in the cloud. Preferred one is S3 is a good place. S3. Here I have. You remember, right? When you are storing into S3, what is the good approach to store any Artifactory? Artifact in the sense package. What is the good format to store in S3? When you store any package, always do this thing. What is this? Version. First one, 1.1 one hyphen version, like name hyphen version, one dot var, second, name hyphen two dot var, name hyphen three dot var. Why do we need versioning? In case I'm keeping all the working, not working packages here. Let's say I deployed the working one. Next time developer made a code change. I made one more three dot var blah blah something. Second one was working. By mistake, not by mistakenly, purposefully I deployed three dot var. Some issues are there. Now you want to revert. You have a dependency with the developer. You need to ask the developer, hey, change the code again, something and all, blah blah. Instead of that, if you go with the versioning, right, you will get the second dot var from S3, you will replace it immediately. That's where you are eliminating the developer dependencies, and then you are keeping all working files here. All good to go with the version dot, because we already did in the Apache, if you remember, 1.3.4.zips and all we were doing it. Now, where is the Maven installed here? MVN
Jenkins server.
Jenkins server. Where are we deploying right now? We keep this. This is very important. This is very important. Where are we targeting to deploy? Two answers, you know, where we were deploying applications. VMs and one more
EKS.
Kubernetes. Now, let me tell you, my answer was, if I say like this, please, this is where you observe. Where did we install Maven? I'm repeating again. Let me put it here.
Jenkins server.
Jenkins server.
On top of Jenkins. Okay. What is the command we need to run?
In Maven.
MVN, some kind of arguments. For example, MVN package. Good to go with a clean package. Clean is the recommended. MVN clean package. This command should be available in which server?
Jenkins server.
You have the clarity. It should be available in the Jenkins. Like you are running like AWS CLI command, like kubectl. So you should be available now. Good. So I got it installed here, and then we need to deploy this into some kind of VM. Okay, VM. In the VM, what I'll do, I'll install a Tomcat. I will, from here only everything, bring the package, deploy in the sense copying nothing but file, replace the old file, copy the new file, something that you know the commands, remove temp, something. We prepared already the snippet. Copy var file. Copy var file, nothing but another keyword called deploy. While copying, you need to delete the old one, replace the new one. All that steps you need to take care. Cool. Any thoughts you want to ask on this? Why did you choose a Tomcat?
Because Java will support Tomcat.
To run Java application.
There are many other tools are there. There are other tools also are there. Who will tell you to go to which?
Developer will tell us.
Developer. So whatever developer recommends, you need to go with that. Now, in the interviews I have seen, like they'll expect you at least Tomcat knowledge, but majority in the right now in the market, if I ask you, like, I cannot say the number, but majority they use the Tomcat. They are going with the Tomcat kind of. Now, you have the clarity, right? When you see where, you should know that immediate mindset. We can deploy into the Tomcat. If the developer will say, no, we wanted to go with other server, you can go with that. That is developer choice, not you. You are the guy's job to provision this, making this availability, bringing it. What to choose, what to runtime environment, developer thought only. Cool. Now, what language? Java. What is the build tool? Maven. What is the package? Where you are building it? Where are you running the build command?
Jenkins server.
Like Docker build, we'll do the Docker image build. Now, because we are deploying to the VM, right? Now, cool. I'll show you the code. You need to tell me what they're doing it, okay? You should know already. Which language? You will get to know in the right side, right? Which language?
Java.
Java. Which framework? You have to scan these files.
Maven.
Maven.
Because of this pom.xml. Let's open this file. Something if you get a thought, which package and all, did they tell any package here? No, right? Here you will have a something called package blah blah here. Now you have not got any keyword. Please observe. Please observe. When you have previously, when I took an example, right? What is the package we were getting output? Previous example.
.var.
.var, right? Var file. Where you want to deploy that var file? Where we were deploying that var file, if you remember in this image?
Jenkins.
Where we were deploying it?
Tomcat server.
Yeah, Jenkins we are using to build everything, but deployment where it is running? Tomcat. You need a Tomcat server separately. Now, for example, please, this is where the industry going now. I took another example. I wanted to see like, let me go here, pom.xml. Here they told very clearly package. I'm taking one more internet example. I see group ID, artifact ID, version I see. These three are there. But what is missing here compared to this two?
Package.
Package. Keep that part. Package is missing now. Nowadays, developer is going towards this technology called Spring Boot. Okay. What is this? That's not your job. Developer will take care. In the Java, if you go with this Spring Boot, right, you will get a package called, obviously you need a framework, pom.xml under. But the package you will get a jar. You will get a package called jar. You don't need Tomcat. No need Tomcat for this. In this, if you go with this, right, Spring Boot, in the code itself, you will have a Tomcat. In the code itself, you will have a Tomcat. What is the pack output you will get? Just a jar. How do you run? Run this command like this. Java, something kind of -jar, name.jar, like this, run it. Previously, in previous example, what is the package you are getting? Var. If you go with the Spring Boot, right, what do you get? Jar.
Jar.
You don't need Tomcat if you go with this technology. You don't need to install anything. Just you need this guy. What is this guy? Java.
Yeah.
Run this. This automatically will start Tomcat. Will start Tomcat. Inbuilt Tomcat will come. Inbuilt. With what technology if you go? Spring Boot.
Spring Boot.
That's what I'm guessing it here. You see right here somewhere. Spring something, right?
Yeah.
Spring Boot and all. Now, you need only EC2. In previously, what do you need here? Here. If you go with this model, if you go with, what do you need? You need a EC2. You need to install Java. You need to install Tomcat. If you go with this model, right? Second most, you need a EC2, just Java. Various Tomcat has been coming along with the code. You don't need that guy. You don't need extra installation. You don't need Tomcat. Tomcat will be there in the code itself. Developer will take care of that job. Why do you need? I mean, why do they are going with this approach? They're reducing the dependency of the runtime environment. They can test this code anywhere. Just they need a software of which one? Java. Keep this thought. There are in the market. They will give you the Spring Boot code. They'll ask you to deploy. When you say Spring Boot, you don't need Tomcat. They have inbuilt Tomcat already. You need just this command. Java function. Keep this thought. Now, go back to this code. Which is Java framework? Maven, you know. And they are going with the Spring Boot also. Let's go here, study something. Some developers are very good. They'll ask you, like, they'll give you the very good README documentation. They told very good Spring Boot. Now, when you see pom.xml, you should be eager to run one command. What is that command as a DevOps guy?
Maven clean.
When you see MVN clean package, this is the command. This command will scan for what file? It in the code. It will scan for Java. It will look for one file, very important file. What is that file? Pom.xml, Maven clean package. What is the output will come from this repo? What is the package output you will get?
Jar.
You'll get exactly, you will get a jar. Now, I'll ask you again this question. Where you need to run MVN clean package?
And Jenkins server.
Jenkins server.
Very good. Keep this thought. I need that knowledge. And let's say, for example, right? Let's go. Let me open. You know it. Let's open. Let me open it. There is one file, no, right? Let me open this code. Just read this code. Read. You already know it. What I was telling it. From they're taking Java, some port. Like observe line number 4. Observe line number 4. What are you copying?
Jar.
Jar file.
Files into the targets.
And what is the 6th line is doing?
Run a
Running.
command.
Running job.
I was telling, right? If you remember here, I was telling here. To start Spring Boot application, how do you start? Java, jar, that name.jar. This is the syntax they are following like this, CMD syntax. Now, here, do you need a Tomcat here? Anything?
No.
Because why don't we need a Tomcat here?
Itself is coming. It is a Spring Boot.
Very good. Now, before, what is this file you are seeing on the screen?
Jar file.
No, what is the file you are seeing?
Docker file.
Docker file. But when you see Docker file, let me tell you, you should be eager to run one command. I have this file.
Docker.
What is
Docker
the
build.
command? Docker build.
Build.
If I do Docker build, please, this is where you should. When I'm doing Docker build, these commands will get executed. Before I need one file. I need to get one file. When I do Docker build, what file it will scan? Docker file it will scan.
Docker file.
Will take these steps while executing this. Before you need to get one task done before Docker build. Let's say, for example, okay, before this, you should have one file ready. You have on the screen.
Jar file should be ready.
Who will give the jar file?
Developer.
Oh, is it? Developer will only give the code. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. We have to make.
Now, that's where. Now you got, let me tell you, second example. You got the code. You need to run a command called, what is the command? MVN clean package. You will get a what file? Jar file.
Jar file.
Next, you are doing the Docker build. In the Docker file, you are copying that previously generated command. You have to go with this flow. Why you need to go with the jar? That's how the Java works. Jar or var something. Here, they are going with a jar, which is technology Spring Boot. You don't need Tomcat. If you get the var, here you will take which software from
Tomcat.
Exactly. You will get the Tomcat here. If you go with the which one? Var. They went with the Spring Boot. They need only the Java. They'll go with this. Now, where are you running the Maven command here?
Jenkins server.
Where are you doing the Docker build?
Jenkins.
Now you know that clarity. The application will go to the where to deploy Kubernetes. Okay. Just keep this thought. I'll go one more example. I'll show you one more example. Cool. Which language?
Java.
When you see Java, which framework they are going here?
Maven.
Which file you need to look? pom.xml.
Pom.
When you see pom.xml, what is the command we need to run? Basic
MVA package.
MVN clean package. That will generate, that we will see here. You see, right? Which framework they're going again here?
Spring.
What package? Did they mention specific var jar here? No. So you will get by default, which if you go with the Spring Boot kind of framework, right? What package you get? Var jar.
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 Very good. Nice. Let's go back. Now, I'll clone this code to Jenkins. They have one more file, na? What is this file?
Docker file.
Previous, can you guys tell me previous Docker file, how it was? Previous Docker file.
From JDK. Java version.
From Java, something, whatever. From Java, next. Some
Expose.
port number. Yeah.
Port number.
They're copying target.jar file.
Let's say if some jar, they're copying to some path. Okay. /opt blah blah something. Next. CMD.
Java hyphen jar.
Please don't care about the syntax codes and all. You write like this. Java hyphen jar,
Jar.
that name dot jar.
Jar.
Before, how do you get the jar file? Developer only gave the just source code only. He gave the source code start.java. He gave the one more file pom.xml. That's it. He gave that. And he gave one more file, for example, Docker file. Now, when you do by default Docker build, it will fail. It will fail. At what step it will fail? When you do Docker build, it will fail. You need one file.
Jar file.
Before doing Docker build, what is the command you need to run?
Maven clean package.
Clean package. What it does, it will take this total code. It will take total code. It will take this total. I mean, it will find it, whatever it knows it very good intelligence, like Docker command keeps it as intelligence, right? Like same. Maven has intelligence. It will find this file. According to that, it will generate some kind of thing. It will generate this jar file. Here you will get a name.jar. Now, by doing where do you run this command?
Jenkins server.
Very good. Keep this thought. Cool. Now, var jar, you know already context, Maven, Spring, you know that at least some keywords. Now let me show you one more. Here is the code. Here is the code. Where they are going to deploy by seeing this, you can guess where they are going to deploy.
KTS.
KTS. Because KTS are some container technology, because they have which file? Docker file. Now, you know already this Spring Boot. This is a Spring Boot code. Okay. Now you tell me the same model. I got the code. This is the Spring Boot technology, Java code. And they want to deploy the Kubernetes. What and all you need to do first? You got the code, just Java code. Apply the same kind of formula like above. What you need to do first?
Maven clean package. It will generate one jar.
Okay. Very good. Nice.
And we need to write Docker file.
Then again, Docker.
Build.
In the Docker file, what is the steps will be there? Obviously.
From Java version.
Copy.
And CMD.
And CMD start the Java. That's it. Awesome. Where you need to install the Maven now? To whom you will give all these commands? Automation server. In the automation server, you need to install two tools right here. For example, now, one is the which one?
Docker desktop.
And one more, which is the why? Maven. Now observe it here. Now observe this guy. This is where total industry going like this. I'll stop. Next explanation, next topics here. Maven W, Maven both are same. Don't think much. Both are same. Okay. Read these lines. Read at 11th line. Let's do reverse engineering. 11th line. Don't care about the syntax. What?
CMD.
CMD or entry point, anyone you can go. Anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone you can go. Here they went with entry point. That's okay, anything. Now, what do you need when you're running this file? Whenever you are running a command, right? What do you need?
App.jar.
Jar. Here, you are copying the jar right here. No. From builder, one more here from. Where are you? Which file you are reading now? Please listen. Which file you are reading now? Which file I have opened now?
Docker.
Docker file.
Previously, where you were running Maven clean package in previous use case. Here, where you want to run? Where you installed Maven?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Docker build also on the Jenkins. Now you see here, where are you define the Maven clean package? Line number 5.
Along with the Docker file.
Along with the Docker.
Docker.
Now, you know, previously in the Jenkins previous use case, in Jenkins, you need 2 tools mandatory in the Jenkins. What tools in this example? What tools do you need?
Maven and Docker.
Maven and Docker. Now, where are you running the Maven clean package now here in this case?
Docker.
Inside the Docker. Now, how many tools you need in the Jenkins?
Docker.
Docker one.
Docker only. Now, where are you doing the Maven package? Inside the Docker only.
Docker.
I don't want to install anything on the Jenkins. I will install only one software, which is the guy Docker. In the Docker file only, what I'll do here, you see, right? I'm taking one image. I'm creating this code. Line number 3, what it is doing?
Copying
Total this Java code. Total this Java code you are copying inside one container. Inside code itself. For this, I had given one alias name. You see what is the name? Builder.
Builder.
Something alias name I had given builder. Now, Maven clean package, what it will give?
App.jar.
Jar file.
Jar. Now, this is the one image. This is the one Docker image. Now, second Docker image. Why I'm telling second Docker image? Because how many froms are there here? 2.
2.
This is the one from, this is another from. You see 9th line, what I'm doing? Copy from builder.
From builder.
From this guy. This image will give what file?
jar file.
.jar file.
I'm copying here into this. Expose, run this, that's it. This guy will give what?
Jar file.
Jar file.
Jar. This guy do what?
It's
They'll run.
Run the
deploy.
jar. That's it.
Yeah.
Now you will ask the question. Why? Hey, I can have, why do I need to have like this now? I can run directly this guy only, right? Like here only I'm putting the Java. I no need to do all this thing, right? I can remove this line. I can run directly this target jar, you can run it. But your image will come very bigger.
Right.
You need Java only. Why do you need Maven? Now.
To reduce.
People will go for slimming the images. You don't need.
Right.
I need only jar and Java to run it. Now, what do you understand? Previous use case, now use case, tell me.
So it's reduced a lot of dependencies. Means no need to.
One Docker file, you are copying the jar and running. First one. Second Docker file.
Creating jar file and run.
Multi-stage Docker file.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Creating jar and running jar. Copy and running jar.
Yeah, running jar. In the first case, you need to install two tools of Jenkins.
Maven and Docker.
That's where, right, you are putting a more, let's say for example, now let's go with this model. Now developer in developer laptop also you need to install, right, some tools you want to test. You need to install Maven, and then you need to install the Docker also. Now with the second case, you need only one software. What is the software?
Docker.
Everything where you are doing Maven clean package, everything where you are doing inside the
Docker.
Docker. Which one do you recommend?
Docker.
Second.
Test Docker file.
Why second one? Why?
It will reduce the tools.
Reduce
Dependencies, reducing dependencies, and even reducing the file sizes
You
to
can run
copying.
this anywhere, right? You can run. Let's
Yes.
say for example, one new person came and he wanted to set up this code in his laptop. He adds in his laptop what software he need to install? Java, Maven, and Docker. All these you need to install. If you go with the first example, you need to install Java, Maven, and dependencies, Tomcat, blah, blah, something and all. For example, Spring dependencies, blah, blah, something and all, for example. Now, if you go with this model, you need only one software. Which software?
Docker.
Everything you are taking on the fly. This guy will copy the total code, will generate the jar. This guy will copy from top to here. This is where the industry is going. If we go some projects, right, you can have multiple fronts also. This is where in the interview they'll ask you, can you write multi-stage Docker file? You can say that from some OpenJDK. Why do you need this OpenJDK? Because you see, right, you need in this OpenJDK something, already they have which software they have already?
Maven.
Already they installed it. Maven. You can say like, for example, OpenJDK : Maven. You can say like this. The guy who you are asking, you know already the context. When you put it, he knows it. You are taking Java here. You are taking Maven. So in this image already, what softwares are there? Two softwares are there. Java plus
Java and
Maven. Next.
Copy.
Dot. I'll say easy way. I'll do all my jobs in the work directory. I'll say work directory. Do you need to create that folder? Yeah, let's create a folder. Let's keep it like /opt only. /opt. Next, copy dot in the sense all the code to which folder? /opt. I think if you say work directory, already will be in that folder. You say dot also, you can say copy the total code from local directory to the target directory, or easy way say /opt. Next, run mvn
Clean package.
What it does, it will create one folder here, /opt
Target.
target start.jar.
Yeah.
Now you need to give as an alias as build.
Done.
Next, from
Build.
OpenJDK, copy from build. Here also I'll say in my second image also I say work directory / something opt / let's say separately app. Let it be. I'll copy to app. Here cmd or entry point. Please tell me the command. Java jar.
Jar.
Name.jar.
/jar.
Why I have chosen only OpenJDK?
In that already have a Java and
In this already Java.
Maven is not required. Yeah.
Why I went here Maven?
We need to build a package.
What is the tag?
Package
What is the tag here by default if you don't give any name?
latest.
Awesome. Very good. Automatically it will pull the latest. Here why I have chosen Maven? Here why I have not chosen it Maven? Here I need to build my code.
Yeah, here we're running the code. It's not.
Now in the Jenkins, what command do you do? Docker
Build.
-t. That's it. Some name. Automatically it will scan this Docker file. In this Docker file itself, you have installed what software? Maven, everything is there. Java is there.
Right.
You will get image. If you run the image, application will run it automatically. Any thoughts you want to ask on this? Okay. Now I'll give a scenario. Okay. Please help me here. You know already the story. I wanted to deploy this code. Okay, let's go. This is the code. You have to tell me this code. App 1. I need to deploy to Kubernetes. What and all I have to do?
Need a Docker file.
Which language it is? Java.
Java.
Framework?
Maven.
Maven framework. Again, are they going any extra framework? Let's see. What file you are getting? Where? There is no Spring Boot technology now. Now you
Right.
tell.
Tomcat.
Sorry?
Tomcat.
Yeah. Now you tell me, I want to deploy to the KTS. I have the code. Now you tell me what and all I have to do.
Docker file.
Again, Docker file.
Okay. Tell me Docker file.
Multi-stage Docker file. So we're going to install here
From JDK.
from OpenJDK. OpenJDK Maven. So
What directory?
copy.
Let's
Dot.
say go with this model.
workdir / opt copy dot /
Okay.
then
Okay.
run
Yeah, main clean
Maven.
pack.
in package, then cmd
We get it. Here you will get a var file. Next.
From
again from we have to install Tomcat here.
US alias name. Like any.
Good to go with the build. No, you don't need here work directory. Already time they could have installed everything. No.
From build.
You think it space to /opt Tomcat. This is the folder web apps. Here we will come. And CMD also you don't need because what do you took it already from
Copy
Tomcat. From Tomcat already they could have started it here.
Yeah.
Now which software only you need?
Again Docker.
In the Jenkins.
Docker.
Docker file.
That's it. Where are you doing everything on the fly? You are doing it. You are doing all the magics. Now, if you go now, let's say I'll give you one sample. Okay, another file. Please observe. If you are able to decode it, majority like in the environment in the real time also same story. It will be you know all the projects. I can say you that in the industry whatever. The Java, if you understand, na, they follow the same model for other languages. Now you see here from. I'm giving one more, okay, from Tomcat directly. If you have like this Docker file, where they will be building the var.
In target / just like in Maven.
Yeah, obviously in the Jenkins itself, they install what software now?
Maven.
This Maven will give a one var. You will do everything here, and then you are copying that var into the inside the Tomcat here. Here.
Yeah.
Is it good to go installing the Maven kind of tools on the Jenkins? Avoid it.
No.
Avoid it.
Yeah.
Because why? If in future, if any person wanted to set up the code in his laptop, he need only one tool. What software is enough? If you go with the multi-stage one, Docker. Anywhere you can run. If you go with this model, right? He has to install Java in his laptop, Maven, and one more what software? Docker underlying.
Yes.
So what is the recommended? Building
Multi-stage Docker.
exactly multi-stage Docker files. Now, you got the clarity, right? So let me put the keyword. When you go with the Java, there are frameworks are there. Build tool frameworks, Maven and Gradle. According to that, they'll go. And again, they go with the Tomcat model or they go with the Spring Boot model. And one more, if they go with the runtime environment KTS, what is the recommended?
Multi-stage.
Multi-stage.
That is the recommended. In the interview, they'll ask you, I have seen majority times in the interview, you put like this from OpenJDK Maven, the one guy. Then one more from, put it here itself. When they say first time itself, like this. Now you do here something. When you write itself, we will get to know, oh, the first one is for build the something artifact. Second is for the runtime environment, I can say. In this, you will get only this guy, not this guy. In out of as an output. Any thoughts you want to ask on this? So I'll pass it here. Please, we have already discussed last time in our classes. The Tomcat setup. Please review that once. How to deploy these topics we already discussed it. How to deploy. How to deploy app in Tomcat and the setup. Okay. So what I'll do. This Tomcat setup we will do from Terraform. Separate repo, we will do Terraform. This Tomcat setup, easy to creation, everything with the infra setup with that we will do with the Terraform, and that also will be done by the Jenkins. And the CI/CD process also we will do from the Jenkins. Please review. We have given already the last time steps. Please review once yourself. Okay. So, chalo guys, I'll pass it for today. Thank you.